Well. Jesse Jackson. What they call Jesse Jackson, the race baiter. Well, I don't know if the man is a race baiter or not, as our Republican friends on AM radio like to call him, but this is what I do know. Jesse Jackson had a friend, lived a while ago. Good man, great man that changed the world. His name was Martin Luther King Jr., Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. And that man was shot. Some say for no reason, some say because he was making too many changes. But one thing's for sure, his friend was shot, basically for no reason, because people didn't agree with what he said politically, so they shot him. Okay. If Jesse had a friend named Martin Luther King and he was shot for no reason, why are you guys surprised that Jesse Jackson would show up in Ferguson, Missouri when you guys are screaming that he shot that boy for no reason? Sounds like it's right up Jesse's alley. Sounds like it to me. Why don't y'all back up off of Jesse just a little bit? Now, I'm not saying that the man is perfect, because we all heard what he said when Obama got elected. Hot microphone gets you in trouble. Jesse, you shouldn't have said that. You said it, but you know what? I know that you're a man. You're a man just like me. We're not perfect. We're not. We're not. You know, we try to do what we can do to help, though. You know, and I think that he's trying to make the world a better place. Some people say he's race baiting, but I got to tell you, it's no coincidence. It's white police officers killing black men in the street. So if you are surprised that Jesse Jackson is going to show up after his buddy, Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King, was shot, then I don't know why you're surprised. Don't act surprised. You knew he was coming. Everybody knew he was coming. This is what he does. This is what he does. So don't be surprised when Jesse shows up when a black man is lying dead in the street. Oh, here comes Jesse. Now he's going to start the racial card. No, the racial card was started when that white dude shot that brother, when the brother had his hands up. That's when the race card started. Don't blame Jesse, because Jesse didn't tell that man to shoot that boy. Okay? Now, you guys know as well as I do that there's a racial problem in America. There have been people saying that there's going to be a race war. There have been people saying it all on the radio. There have been people walking up and down the street saying it. And I haven't heard the N-word so much. Seems like in the last 8 years, I've heard the N-word more than I've heard in the last 20, 30 years. Now everybody's talking about black people need to do this and black people need to do that. Black people need to vote. Black people need to vote. Black people need to vote. How many times did you guys hear that? And what happened? We voted and we didn't vote for the one that you like. So now there's all kinds of rules now to vote. Change the game. It went from y'all need to vote to, okay, we don't want y'all to vote no more. You wanted us to vote. We went to the polls. We put somebody in there that you didn't like. Now you're mad. Now you're mad. You can't get the president, so what you doing? You're choking black people in the street. You're shooting black people in the street. A black man buys a BB gun in Walmart. And you call the police saying, there's a black man in here with a gun. I just saw him loaded. You did? You saw him load a gun, so the police show up. They shoot him. The man's got a BB gun that he got in Walmart. So, Mr. calling 911 saying that there's a black man in here loading a gun, what exactly did you see him loaded with? BBs? And why isn't that man in jail? They call that swatting, I believe, when you call 911 on somebody to get them in trouble when they're not doing anything. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. And from what I understand, Someone had a heart attack at Walmart after the guy got shot. That's how much chaos was going on. Now let me ask you this question. If you saw somebody in Walmart with a gun, loading a gun, would you follow that person around? With your telephone up to your ear, talking to 911 while a person with a gun was in there? That was bull from the beginning. That was bull from the beginning. That dude that dialed 911 was lying. He was lying. And he was trying to get that brother in trouble, and he ended up getting him killed. Now you're standing there looking stupid. It's all fun and games until somebody gets shot for real. Okay, now I don't know what happened to that 911 guy, but he definitely lied, and he definitely started that whole situation. Okay, and he has to go to jail for that. A lot of brothers getting shot. It's a lot of anger. It's a lot of N-word going around. Okay, you guys don't like the president. Okay, we voted. You didn't like the way we voted? Fine. We all know that Barack Obama's about to leave the White House soon. His lease is almost up. You guys need to be focused on who you're bringing in next. Fox News, Rush Limbaugh, you guys, I know you guys don't like Obama, and that's your right. This is America. And your ratings are through the roof because we have a black president. My question is, what's going to happen when he leaves? Nobody's going to have a reason to watch your show. It seems like, as they say, you need to learn what side your bread is buttered on. Since we got a black president, Fox News ratings have gone through the roof. Everywhere I go, and I travel all over this country, I see Fox News on TV because there's a lot of people that don't like the president. They just don't. And the bread and butter of Fox News is to make Barack Obama look bad. They have all of these polls and 77% of people don't appreciate what the president. 65%. 90%. Who you asking? Nobody called me. Nobody asked me. Now, I've been asking people. Guess what color they are? I've been asking people, has anybody asked you how you feel about the president? You know what I get? No. So then I asked them, okay, well, has anybody asked anybody that you know how you feel about the president? What I get? No, nobody asked him either. I'm like, do you have a friend, a relative, or anybody that's been polled about the performance of the president? No. So who are you guys asking? Let me guess. No, I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. You know why I'm not going to say it? Because George Bush said the American people are smart. They are. And they are hip to your game. Media. Seems like lately, though, you guys have come along a little bit, you know. I mean, I really questioned what side the media was on when they said the price of oil is going down and it's a bad thing. Really? 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 Well, if you got a regular job and you got 5 kids, the price of oil going down is not a bad thing. It's a good thing. That means that you can afford to fill your tank up and maybe take your kids to amusement park and be able to afford some popcorn. So the price of oil going down is not a bad thing for working people. It might be a bad thing for people who own stock in oil companies. It might be a bad thing for people who own crude oil companies. It might be a bad thing for them, but it's not a bad thing for the average person. So when you say things like that, it lets me know that you don't speak for us. So who do you represent, media? Who do you speak for? Now, like I said, lately you guys have been impressing me because I watch you all. See, I'm an independent. I lean liberal, but I don't agree with everything that the liberals say. I don't. There's a lot of things that I can't get with. There's some things that the Republican Party has said, and I've thought, I like that. I like that. But there's a lot of things that you guys say that I can't get with. So that's why I say I lean liberal. But I am independent, and I can't call myself a true independent if I don't listen to what everybody has to say. So I listen to the Republicans and I listen to the Democrats. This is why I listen to AM radio a lot, because majority of AM radio, from what I've heard traveling around the country, is pretty much conservative. It's conservative. Let's just say that. There's a couple of liberal shows that come on, but they're few and far between. So if I want to hear how the other half lives, how they feel, their opinions, and I can't consider myself to be a good journalist, and I am formally trained in mass media and broadcasting by good man trained me well. But going back to what I was saying, I can't consider myself to be a fair journalist and to put my thoughts out there and to be fair if I don't listen to what both sides have to say. I like being an independent. If you are, in my opinion, if you are a hardcore Democrat or a hardcore Republican and you're not a politician, you might be making a mistake. In my opinion, you shouldn't vote because of a party. You should vote a certain way because of what the party is saying. Seriously. So I like the independent party. I love it. It's balanced. And everything's about balance. This whole world's about balance. This whole world's about balance. The way the planets go around the sun is balanced. The way our galaxy spirals, a beautiful spiral, it's balanced. Mountains erode, valleys fill. Balance. Everything's about balance. Always has been. So, that's why I'm independent. And that's why I think the way I do. And that's why I have these thoughts. My name's Nakai. Everybody calls me Nick. These are my thoughts. What's yours? Let me know.